This video is about CELPIP speaking task 2. Task 1 is about helping, but task 2 is about deciding. But not deciding like an exam candidate, deciding like a real human being in real life moment. So in task 2, someone gives you two choices. Both sound possible, both have pros and cons, and you must choose one and explain why. Most students treat this like a mini essay. They speak as if they already knew the answer before the recording even started. But in real life, when someone asks you, which one should I choose? You don't instantly sound perfect, right? You think, you weigh, you hesitate slightly, you reason out loud. That's exactly what Selpip wants to hear. So, task 2 is not about being fast. It's about sounding real while deciding. So instead of a template, I give you a thinking spine in which you can briefly restate the situation, explore option A. You can tell one benefit, one drawback, and then you can explore option B. One benefit, one drawback for that, and then you have to weigh the both. Then you can make a clear decision. And finally, you can end with a reassurance or a forward looking tone. So, this is not a structure to memorize. This is the natural way how humans decide. Now, let's enter a real exam style situation. Here is a prompt. Your friend has two job offers. One is in their hometown with a lower salary but close to the family. The other is in a big city with a higher salary but far from home. Which job should they choose? You have 30 seconds to prepare and you have 90 seconds to speak. Okay? So try to apply the spine just in a common way, how you speak with your friend, and then come up with your response. Let me give my response here. So, you're choosing between staying close to home with a lower salary or moving to a big city for better payout, being far from your family. Honestly, both options have something valuable to offer, and that's what makes this decision difficult. Yes, if you stay in your hometown, you will have emotional support around you. Being close to family can reduce your stress, especially during tough days, and you may feel more balanced in your daily life. However, the lower salary might limit your growth and future opportunities, and over time, you could start feeling that you settled too early. On the other hand, the job in the big city gives you financial growth and professional exposure. You will meet new people, build independence, and probably learn much faster. The challenge is that being away from family can feel lonely, especially at the beginning, and adjusting to a new environment may be stressful. But when I weigh these two, I feel the big city option might be better right now. You can always return home later, but this kind of opportunity may not come again easily. It's a chance to grow, explore, and build a strong foundation for your future. Your family will still be there, and distance doesn't remove connection. This choice could open many doors for you. Okay, so this is my response. Now, if you listen to my response, it doesn't sound memorized, right? It sounds like someone thinking in real time. If you notice the soft entry, like I have mentioned, honestly, both options have something valuable to offer, so and so. So that line buys time. It shows balance. It sounds human. Then each option is treated fairly. No extreme language, no drama, just real world reasoning. How you talk with your friend in a very natural way. The decision is clear, but it is not aggressive. So when I weigh these two options, I have mentioned I feel the big city option might be better right now, right? And also I have mentioned that it's a chance to grow, explore, and build a strong foundation for your future. So this is decision with empathy. Okay, remember that. Now let me give you some of the human sounding toolkit for task 2. You have to use thinking openers such as honestly, both options make sense. And also, you can use the phrases such as this is a tough choice because you can give your points. I can see value in both. And you have to use the weighing language, weighing the both options. If you choose this, then what it could be. Then the advantage here is the challenges on the other hand. And try to use real decision phrases like, when I think about this, if I were in your place, I feel this option might be better in the long run. And finally, give gentle reassurance phrases such as like, you can always, this doesn't mean forever, it's just one phase. So these phrases create movement. They let the examiner hear your mind working. You're not presenting, right? You are deciding here. Got it? Now, let me give you some of the common traps in task 2. These traps are silent score killers. They don't sound wrong, but they remove the human quality that the self-help is listening for in task 2. The first trap is sounding like you memorize the answer. When your response feels too smooth, too perfect, and too fast, it doesn't sound like a real decision, right? It sounds prepared. Real people hesitate a little, they explore, they shift, they think out loud. If your voice jumps straight into a polished explanation, the examiner feels that this decision existed before the question even finished. So the task two is not a speech, it is a moment of thinking in real time. Let your answers breathe. Use thinking phrases. Allow the listener to hear your mind working. And the second trap is choosing too early and justifying afterward. Many candidates say, I think option A is better in the first two lines. Then everything that follows is just support for that choice. So this removes the sense of balance. It sounds like you never truly considered the other option, right? A high scoring response feels like a journey. You explore both paths first, you weigh them. Only then does the decision emerge. The examiner should hear the moment where your mind settles. And the third trap is using only advantages and no drawbacks. Life is not one sided, isn't it? Every choice has a cost. When you talk only about benefits, your answer becomes very unrealistic. It sounds promotional, not thoughtful. A strong task to response means it should respect complexity. You show that each option has light and shadow. That contrast is what makes your final decision meaningful and mature. And the fourth trap is speaking like a formal essay. Phrases like firstly, moreover, in conclusion belong to writing, not speaking. Task two is a conversation with a friend. When your language becomes academic, then you lose the warmth, you lose the rhythm, you lose reality. So try to use conversational connectors instead. Honestly, you can say the thing is, at the same time, when I think about it, so these sound like life, not like a textbook. The final trap is ending without emotional closure. Many answers simply stop after the decision. There is no reassurance, no forward looking tone, no sense of care. But in real life, after giving advice, we often soften the ending, right? We say something like, whatever you choose, you will learn from it, or you will say, like, you're capable of handling this. So that closing warmth is powerful. It makes your response feel complete. It tells the examiner this speaker doesn't just decide, they connect. So, avoiding these traps doesn't require advanced vocabulary. It requires one mindset. You're not answering an exam, you're helping someone choose. Okay? When your response feels like a real human moment, self rewards it naturally. Remember this one sentence. Task one is about helping, task two is about deciding like a human. Don't perform, decide. Let the examiner hear your thoughts walking in English. That's all for today's video. Kindly like, share, and subscribe for more self-help tips. See you in the next video. Bye bye.